Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to the Forgotten City. In the last episode, I believe I said I was gonna have a chat with Equitea. It has been... You know what, let me just go to the quest log, because I don't think time moves forward when I'm on this screen. It has been quite a while. It's not quite been a month since I last played this game, but it's getting close. Oh my days. I've been looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to recording this. How are you all? It's been a while. I'm back from my break. I'm feeling rejuvenated. I had a lovely Christmas. I had a lovely New Year's, and I hope that if you were celebrating anything over that time period, I hope you had a cracking time too. Now let me just reacquaint myself with what we would... Yeah, this is what I was doing. We've listened to the whispers. We want to ask Equitea about what we've heard. Also, let me remember to start my timer going. What leads do we have? Yeah, we need to meet with Malleolus. Get Julie's key. If I remember correctly, I think there's some butterflies. I want to say that this is Malleolus's mansion. It's the one that Dickhead McGee is doing his push-ups in front of. I mean, that would make the most sense. And I seem to remember when I was editing, there was like golden butterflies, which is the sign of like, hey, you can use the golden bow with something here. So I'm thinking that's probably our way in. We need to stop Ulpius from killing himself. I do have the money to do that. However, I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do at the start of the next loop. The Greek plaque. Yeah, we can ask Georgius and do... to be honest, I don't think Dooley is a good... I don't think Dooley's a good option. Dooley... If Dooley is the character I think he is, he's a wee bit... He's a wee bit... Dooley has issues. Dooley has issues. And sadly, in this time period, he's not getting help for those issues. So I don't think Dooley is necessarily going to understand what we're asking him. I think Georgius is our best bet. We also need to ask Georgius about Kabash. Okay, that's convenient. No clue where this one's going to be. And yet get Galerius elected as magistrate so that we can free Dooley from his cell. Okay. Okay, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff we need to do. We haven't even actually talked to Galerius yet. We've not had a proper conversation with him. We will. However, for this loop, I think I want to focus on this area back here. I haven't really explored this area since the start of the game, so I'm thinking that's what we're gonna do.
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitea. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Well, this is probably going to come out of nowhere for you, but we've had this conversation before, I assure you. Can I ask you some questions about escaping the underworld?
I beg your pardon?
Olivia was right. We're in the underworld.
Oh my. That is quite a lot to take in. You'll have to give me a moment. Let's see. If that is indeed the case, I suppose we'd better figure out what to do about it, hadn't we? We don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the underworld. Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian poet. Sisyphus, a king of Ephyra. And Aeneas, a Trojan hero. Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength. Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on their wits instead. They persuaded the goddess of the underworld, Proserpina, to help them escape. And finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide, who led him through a secret gate. So it seems you have 2 options: to confront the god of the underworld head-on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guide.
I think... Well, one, I'm glad that she didn't run all the way back to the baths. I was worried about that, but no, we can just have the conversation here. I think this is... We've been listening to the whispers. We need to ask Ecteria about the whispers. I think this is the most likely. Tell me more about escaping with the help of Proserpina or a guide.
As I mentioned, both Orpheus and Sisyphus were said to have persuaded Proserpina to help them escape, and Aeneas was guided to the exit. The problem is, those are the stories of a poet, a self-aggrandizing king, and a brawler about their own heroic deeds, so they should be taken with a grain of salt. First, Proserpina. What we do know about her is, well, it's a grim tale. It's said the god of the underworld abducted and dragged her here against her will, forcing her into marriage.
Yeah, that's what we went with before, and it is horrible. So she might be willing to work against him to help us.
If the stories are true, then I suppose so. The problem is, how do we communicate with her without being noticed by her captor? Leaving that aside for a moment, there is also the possibility of a spirit guide. I don't suppose you've come across one of those in your travels?
I hear the female statues whispering to me every now and then.
Truly? And you're only bringing this up now?
Now, I brought it up before.
I suppose you were worried I'd think you were as mad as Navia. Can you tell me more? Is it the same voice? What kinds of thing does it say?
It's always the same voice, and she's helpful, if a little cryptic.
Fascinating. Perhaps she's a benevolent spirit. Or perhaps... Perhaps you're hearing the voice of Proserpina herself. If she has indeed been abducted, it would make sense for her to speak in cryptic whispers to avoid detection. Tell me, has she told you anything that might lead you to the way out?
Thank you! It's been quite a while, so I could not remember. Thankfully, the game isn't forcing me to, like, no, you must remember. You must remember what the whispers said. Perhaps, she said, wade against the current, and her tears run through the city.
That is strange. There are no rivers here. Let me think on that.
I was really hoping you could tell me what it meant.
Well, as far as I can tell, water flows into the city from an aqueduct into one of two cisterns, the upper cistern. If that's the current she's talking about, then perhaps you need to get into the upper cistern somehow. I vaguely recall wondering what was in there, but the door at the back of the great temple is locked up tight. You might be able to get a key from the magistrate, but if that doesn't work, perhaps you can find another way in. Let me know if you find anything in there.
Correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't that what Dooley had? He had like a key to the upper cistern. Because, was it... Oh, there was a guy called Hannibal. I remember that because it was such a unique name. But it was Dooley's caretaker, whoever that was, had given Dooley something and was like, hey, whatever you do, take care of it, because there's treasure. And I swear that it had something to do with the upper cisterns. Alright, I'd better get back to it.
May Fortuna guide you, although you may not need her with Proserpina on your side.
Okay. Again, let me get Dooley's key to the upper cistern. Okay. So Sentius will probably have a key. He is the magistrate, but we also know that Dooley has a key. Okay. It has been quite a while since we last talked to Sentius, and I mean we're heading in that area right now. Excuse me, not you. Do you have anything new?
What is it, citizen?
Hi. I guess you don't want to face me. Fair play. We've asked all of these, and I can't see why there would be new stuff. I'll be going now.
All right.
Ta-ra. Okay. Okay, I'll get to you in a minute. Oh, Okay. All right, lovey. Okay, we've got stairs up this way. Anything? It's no doubt unpleasant cooking with such poor ventilation, but Romans probably regard that as their servant's problem. Probably. Oh, God. Why? Please stop that. Please stop. Oh, Octavia's chest. Note to Octavia. Directions to a secret shrine. Enter the caves behind the theatre, then turn right at the first fork, and then the second. An anonymous friend to Octavia. May the Lord bless and keep you. I am sorry I could not risk discussing this with you in person, but if I am right, then you're a believer like me. You may not be able to worship openly here, but know that you're not alone. If you ever feel like you need somewhere to pray, then a special place waiting for you deep in the caves behind the theatre. Turn right at the first fork, and again at the second. We've actually already found this. I stumbled upon this by accident. I was panicking and I accidentally found the Christian shrine. So yeah, that is interesting, but we don't actually need it. Anything at all. Okay. Oh, Equitea's chest. No, back it up. We don't want to steal any money. Hello? Okay, that's an ink jar, that's fine. Dickhead. I know what you called me. I know what you called me before. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Creepy. It's very much appreciated. No. Stealing. I am never going to say that in a game ever again. Never. This is one of the few games where I'm like, I shouldn't do crimes. A sculpture of Minerva, the Roman goddess of strategy. Lovely. Yeah, I'm just looking out to see if I can see those butterflies. I swear down, whilst I was editing one of the early episodes, it probably wasn't the first one. It could have been the second or third, but, like, I swear down. I mean, I'm noticing those...
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
Because I'm special, fuck you.
Malleolus isn't receiving visitors at the moment, it being election day.
Oh! He's a lot more pleasant now that we haven't spoken to Sentius. I'd like to meet Malleolus.
Too bad. He's busy. Unless... No. You don't look like you could afford it.
Afford what?
I'm glad you asked. See, he's a busy man, and this is an important day. He'll be inside practicing his victory speech for tonight. Left me strict instructions he doesn't want to be disturbed. So if you want to see him, I'll need something valuable in return.
I'm not offering up my money. Alright. What do you want?
Dunno. Something good.
I don't want to... I'll see what I can do.
Just make it good.
Who are you going to vote for?
Malleolus, of course. If old man Sentius can't even protect his own daughter, how can we trust him to protect us?
Okay, and we need to speak with Ulpius. I know exactly where Ulpius is. I know where Ulpius is. He ain't home. I'll be going now.
Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
Okay. You can watch. You can watch. Dickhead. Dickhead. Now, I need to remember... Okay, there we go. And let's... Yeah, these are climbable. Yeah, it's all good. Oh shit. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. I am knighted and
Hiya! Yoo-hoo! No, no. Now it's not the time.
and now
Careful.
I make this solemn promise to you, good
So we've got him. He's probably not going to be too happy, can
I
he?
make this solemn promise to you, citizens. Under
Okay, no, we can't. I'm thinking, is there any way? I don't necessarily want to get caught.
On, eggshells, yes. No more should you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden. Yes, my first act as magistrate, I
He
hereby
would definitely
announce,
notice.
a day of,
Okay, let's
a day of celebration. I announce. I hereby
get up. There we go.
announce a day of celebration marking the end of an era. Yes.
This man is deaf. This man can't hear jack shit. And I will take advantage of that fact. I'ma just explore your house. Give me a minute. Ooh. A painted Greek vase depicting some kind of battle. Lovely. Very nice. This man has excellent taste. Ooh, Ulpius. Ulpius laments his lost love. Oh, Ulpius to his lost love. May God watch over you. Please know that I held on as long as I could, but without you, my life is meaningless. I only hope we can meet again in Gan Eden. My assumption would be the Garden of Eden. Eden, excuse me. Garden of Eden. Maybe Ulpius is also Catholic or Christian, rather. Excuse me. Okay, there's no next page. Got it. We will leave that be. Oh, Ulpius, I'll help you. I promise. I promise I will help you. A suicide note presumably directed at Malleolus. Julia to her captors, Malleolus and Claudia, curse you to the depths. By the time you read this, I'll already be dead, because death is preferable to another day in debt bondage to you. May vultures peck out your livers in Tartarus for all eternity. Nice. Classy. But again, don't mind me, sir. Don't mind me. I'm just... Yep. The purple carrots. Very cool. Very cool. More ink. Hello. I guess they're just miscellaneous plants. Now, we just heard Malleolus at... I swear to God. You had better be a fucking statue. You had better be a pissing statue. If you come to life and run at me, I will lose my shit. Okay, I think you're alright. I thought that was you for a minute, and I damn near pissed myself. What? I was gonna say we've seen hide in a hair of Malleolus's wife. You're locked. Okay. Just give me 2 minutes. I don't like the fact that I've turned my back on that. Okay, and that leads round to the other side. Okay, let's... Can we do anything here? Hello? Knock, knock. Maybe we can find a key. I'm assuming, considering it's coming up stranger, I'm assuming that is probably the wife. But, I mean... I was going to say we have a few missing people, but are we missing any women? I haven't... There's what's-her-face. There's what's-her-face. There's Scintilla. Oh, sir. Sir. Hi.
Did you just scale the wall to my villa somehow? I must remember to have words with that buffoon Domitius. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
Hello there. Hello there. Okay, I want you to withdraw from the electric cracking way to start a conversation. So you're Quintius? What's your story? Do you know a way out of here? What do you think about the Golden Rule? Let's go through first. What's your story?
I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today.
What will you do if you win?
I'm glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny.
How will you do that?
By declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule. It's a children's fable exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie?
The Golden Rule is definitely real. What makes you sure it's not real? Let's talk about... this isn't about us. We're not here to learn about us. We're here to learn about you. What makes you sure it's not real?
The person making a claim bears the onus of proving that claim. Can you do that? Can you prove the Golden Rule is real?
That is a fair point. That is a fair point. It's on us to prove it's real. The burden of proof is surely on our end. I mean, we've seen it happen, but that's because we can time travel. The Golden Rule is definitely real.
Nonsense. There's no way you can prove that. If it was real and you'd seen someone break it, then you'd be dead already.
I'm reliving the same day over and over again. The Golden Rule is broken each time. I found a book called The Myth of the Golden Rule. Whoever wrote it obviously died because they refused to accept the Golden Rule. What would it take to prove to you it's real? Books? Notes? Even if I can't prove it, if I'm right, then accepting it will avert disaster. If I'm wrong, then accepting it will make the city a better place. Isn't that a good thing? I mean, this just makes us sound crazy. I don't think there is any way to prove it to him. I kind of want to go through these because I want to hear his counter-arguments. This just makes us sound crazy. I mean, you found a book. I could write a book on anything. Just because something's in book form doesn't mean it's real. I don't think there would be any proof that we could provide. This is the moral argument, but again, everyone has different morals. What one person finds immoral, another person might not. What is your definition of a good thing? What is your definition of a better place? I know, for me personally, a society where man can marry man, woman can marry woman, non-binary person can marry non-binary person, I think that's a blessing. I think that is a boon. Society surely will run better when everyone is happy, when everyone can be who they are. I know there are people who would say, no, it is the death of the family unit. Society will not benefit, it will hinder us if that is allowed to happen. What one person considers moral, another may consider immoral. It's all about how you view things. Like that. Those are the arguments I would make. What would it take to prove it? Let's try that again. What would it take to prove to you it's real? Books? Notes?
Surely you're not one of those people who believes everything you read. As if a lie could be transformed into the truth by the simple act of writing it down.
Yep, exactly so. Exactly so. I found a book called The Myth of the Golden Rule. Whoever wrote it obviously died because they refused to accept the Golden Rule.
You mean that book next to a golden statue in the theatre? Tell me, how do you know that statue wasn't put there by Sentius himself? You can't know, can you?
even if I can't prove it, if I'm right, then accepting it will avert disaster. If I'm wrong, then accepting it will make the city a better place. Isn't that a good thing?
I disagree. I'll be guided by what is best for the city's people, and that means giving them the freedom to do as they wish.
Yeah, this just makes us sound crazy. I don't necessarily want to pick this. I can see nothing I say is going to convince you.
True, but that is simply because you are mistaken.
I mean, I can't fault him. Obviously, logically, we know that he is wrong. However, I can't fault him for standing by his beliefs because my brain is like proponent, and I'm like, is that the correct use of that word? Am I using that word correctly? I believe in the exact same thing. I believe, like, these are my opinions, and unless I am given hard evidence that would make me think, okay, you know what, I will change my opinions, I'm going to stick to what I believe in. I'm going to stick to my beliefs. I'm going to stick to my morals. If someone can show me something that, like, okay, this is what your morals actually accomplish. Oh, shit, that's really bad. Shit, that's really bad. What I believed in wasn't real. You know what, I will change that up. But until that happens, I'm going to stick by what I believe. So I can't begrudge him that. Do you know a way out of here?
I'm afraid not. We're stuck down here together, for better or worse. We're all going to have to make the best of it.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
You mean the children's fable exploited by Sentius to scare us all into doing what he wants?
Yeah, we'll go with this one. So, you're Quintius. Fuck
My
you.
name is Marcus Malleolus Gurgis. You seem to have confused me with someone else.
You have one green eye and one blue eye, just like the description in this execution order from Emperor Nero.
You mean my heterochromia? I am guilty of nothing more than having different colored eyes. And I'm hardly the only person with the condition. Alexander the Great had it too, as it happens. I like to think it is simply the way the gods have chosen to mark a natural-born ruler. Nothing more.
Oh, I was about to, like, the delusions of grandeur. I didn't know that Alexander the Great had heterochromia. That's cool. Assuming you're being honest. Apparently, Quintius also suffers from delusions of grandeur.
Well, I am not suffering from any delusions, as today's election will firmly establish.
My mistake. Never mind.
That's quite all right. We all make mistakes.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, dickhead. I'm thinking he's not going to withdraw. We find the proof. Because here's the thing: if we find the proof that he's Quintius, Quintius is a known Christian. So we can this guy, he's a known Christian. He's part of a cult. Do you really want a cult leader as your magistrate? That'll get him to withdraw. So we aren't going to do this until we can prove this. I can tell. I'll be going now.
I trust you can see yourself out. Through the door this time. There's a key just beside it.
Oh, is there? Is there? Why, thank you. And 1 second. 1 second. You have such a lovely home. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. I'm sorry. 2 ticks. 2 ticks. Because you never know what you'll find. Anything hidden away? Anything at all? Any secret correspondence? No. Boo. Boo. Much offence.
Still here.
No, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. What was that about a key? Oh. Don't mind if I do. Thank you. Yeah, I'm totally leaving. I'm totally leaving. I want to see. There's someone up here. There's someone up here. And we might get lucky. You fool! You fool! You should never have your key unlock every single door. There we go. Oh, shit. Hello? Hello?
You're not supposed to be in here.
Oh. I thought it might be Centilla. No, it's his missus. Can we talk? My bad, I'll be going now. I know! Where'd you keep your family? But no. Can we talk?
Talk? What business could you possibly have with me?
Why are you locked in this room? What's your story? Do you know a way out of here? What do you think about the Golden Rule? I'll be going now. Let's go through. What's your story?
I think a better question is, why am I being interrogated by a stranger who just barged into my villa? I have quite enough marriage trouble already, without having to explain to my husband why I'm receiving strange women in private.
I mean... you're experimenting with lesbianism? He can watch like this? Yeah, that's how you could explain it. That's how you could explain it. I don't know if he'd go for that. Oh, there goes my timer. And on that note, I will bring this episode to a close right here. In the next one, we have a chat with Claudia. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members, such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davies, CGG, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.